Taurus, welcome to your session. I do have a direct message. I'm trying to pan the message out. And the message that was coming through as I was starting your live, I'm being guided to tell you this direct message. I'm just going to give you the message because it doesn't feel like a message to me. The reason why it doesn't feel like a message to me, because this is what I got. This is what I received before coming live. It's regarding not wanting to let go. And how I was seeing it was like say you're tuned into your favorite TV show. It's kind of like this TV show is a part of your life, and you don't know what you would do outside of yourself in the TV show if the show was to end. And it's kind of like you're not wanting something to end, but that's how I was able to that's how I was able to understand the message that was coming through, because I don't want anyone to misinterpret the direct message. And that is, you're not wanting something to end. And how I see it is kind of like it's something you're attached to. Okay. You fill in the blank of what it is you're attached to that you're not wanting to end. And it kind of feels like you're being asked to detach, because if it was to end, you're going to be pushed to figure it out on how to replace what it is you're not want, whatever this is that you're not wanting to end. Okay. It just feels like, there's someone who finally puts the last piece of the puzzle, and it's like, no, you're wanting that specific puzzle to continue, but you don't want to take it apart and start all over again. It's like you wish that the puzzle was extended. That's how it's coming through. So that was your direct message, Taurus, um, with some additional messages on top of that. Um, I hope all is well, Taurus. Thank you so much for being patient. If you've noticed the absence of the spiritual guiding light channel being on a small break, I thank you again for your patience. Um, Moving forward, we're going to go ahead and see what messages come out for you. The direct message has nothing to do with this session, so I want to make that clear as well, so that you don't think that that direct message is going to be in your session or in your spread. It could. Um, there's a possibility that it is extended in the spread, but I'm not. I don't think that direct message has anything to do with the spread we're going to do today. Um, for those of you who are new, welcome. I am SGL Spiritual Guide and Light. And if you subscribe so you can be a part of the success and growth of the channel, if you're returning, welcome back. May you find the clarity, confirmation, and understanding that you seek or need. Hold on. Let me put this advisory for you, Taurus. Taurus, do not force any channel messages. If you are returning, welcome back. May you find the clarity, confirmation, and understanding that you seek or need. I don't know if you can hear the background. I need things to heat up. So once it gets a little warm, I'll turn off my heater. But if you can hear it, my apologies. I need to warm up. Okay. I don't want to be cold. Most High, thank you so much for blessing me with the gift of intuition as an intuitive reader. Allow this session to bring clarity, confirmation, and understanding for Taurus. Thank you. Let's see. I should get some more water. What I've noticed, Taurus, every time when I tell myself I'm going to come on and go live, there's always something to do to pull me from going live. And I was going to cancel the live and lay down. And something said, no, pay attention to the patterns. Why is it that every time you're being guided to go live, why is there this distraction? And moving forward, if I'm being pulled away from something that will help, I then question why am I being pulled away? And so I'm sharing this with you, Taurus. What I'm going to share with you is know the facts before making a decision. If you already have the facts, then you should not question the facts. It's either a yes or a no. So whatever it is you don't want to end, make sure that the facts are there. And when you decide with your final decision, just make sure that it is not a decision that pulls you away from something that is good. Okay. So you want to make sure you're making a sound decision. Yeah. Awakening is coming in reverse. All right. It just feels like your shadow self is not wanting you to, your shadow self does not want you to have control. I don't know if you believe in shadow energy, but let me explain to you. Everyone has a shadow energy. Okay. Let's just say the shadow energy is the energy that makes you do the opposite of good, right? So it's kind of like if you know you're not supposed to be eating candy, your shadow energy is going to persuade you. Or if you're eating the candy and you're knowing it's not good for you, you're operating in your shadow energy. I just wanted to make it very simple. It doesn't have to be complex when it comes to shadow energy. And your shadow energy is just basically in a comfortable place. And your shadow energy does not want to be interrupted by your higher self, which is your light. And, you know, you may have complications, or you may be struggling with being in control of your shadow self. Just forgive yourself. You know, you'll get it. You will find a way to tame your shadow energy. Make sure that once you get to that place, and then you have to ground yourself, because there will be triggers. There will be triggers, and sometimes you could be grounded and reassured, right? Not questioning when you would allow your shadow energy to be in control again, but just know that Once oneself gives shadow energy control again, just know that it's 10 times harder to control shadow energy again, in regards to whatever that is. Okay. You have awakening coming, is what you don't see. Some of you are awakenings in reverse, and it can be turned around. And so, what you're not seeing, Taurus, is that you are allowing your shadow energy to control your life. And this is more personal. No one knows your shadow. No one knows best. And it doesn't feel like you're hiding anything. It doesn't feel like there's nothing that is a secret. It just, your shadow energy is controlling your life. Why is Taurus shadow energy soul contract? There's something that you are supposed to learn. And like I said, once you get it, you'll get it. And when you get it, there will be outside triggers. This soul contract, it says you feel the pull of something you agreed to long before this lifetime. Your soul remembers what your mind forgets. Honor your sacred contract by taking the first cautious step. And so, Taurus, I think you know what it is you're supposed to be doing at this time. And I think you're not in a rush. No one's rushing you. Divine's not rushing you either. Um, there's this saying that if you don't use your gifts, there's always room for someone else to not take your place, but to step in your place. So it's kind of like, let's say you have this idea. Let's say you have a wonderful idea and you're like, you know what, I'm going to hold off on it. And then someone else comes up with the same idea. No one has taken your idea. It's just someone stepped in your place. Doesn't mean that your place has been taken or that you've been moved out of the situation. It just means that when you're ready, you'll be ready. And when you're ready, you'll be awakened to things that you should have done. And you still have room to get things done. Just don't be intimidated or feel less valued or feel left out because others took in the initiation to do what they were supposed to do. Don't be afraid of not understanding as well. Okay. Because sometimes we choose not to take on assignments if we don't understand or if we don't get the full picture. And so it's kind of like, you're needing all the facts, Taurus. You have acceleration here. It says everything is speeding up around you, Taurus. Opportunities appear rapidly. Focus on your energy like a beam of light towards what matters most. So you are being asked. So your shadow self is supposed to be in control over you at this time. And once you learn how to navigate your light, which is the situation, your higher self is saying, "Hey, I'm here. Just tell me, instruct me. What do you want me to do?" And it's just, Taurus, if you have, you know, something that you are ready to walk away from, now is the time. And you fill in the blank of what that is. Your higher self has your back. Nature does as well too. All right, you have soul bloom. Just one moment. So you have soul bloom here, Taurus. It says your soul seeds have blossomed into tangible expression. Celebrate this moment. You are seeing the visible reflection of your original sacred work. And so the outcome, okay, is making that you will getting your shadow self under control is going to be the best thing for you. It is definitely, you're going to reap the reward of allowing your higher self, your light, to bring balance into within you, bringing balance within you, outside of you, Taurus. For some of you Tauruses, especially those of you who have Taurus placements, for you it might be a challenge. All right, just trying to navigate on getting control over your shadow self. And once you're able to manage controlling your shadow energy, just know that you will reap a good reward. And, tangible is the pinnacle, and that is your energy, Taurus. Okay, earth energy, which is nice. Word of advice for Taurus. Word of advice for my Taurus, please. What you don't see is balance is in reverse. So when you get to that place, Taurus, where you're like, okay, I got to figure this out. What you need to figure out is balancing within, internal. Don't worry about balancing anything outside of you, because once you get in control of your shadow self, everything else will fall in its place. So currently things are not in balance. All right. So you fill in the blank of what's not balanced in your life currently. First, focusing on you first. Okay. And everything the tangible things will begin to manifest. Okay. All right, Taurus, that was your session. Don't forget love is kind, and don't forget that love is gentle. Until we meet again.